Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Kim and Jason here, back with you with another video. Hope everything's well. Hope you're enjoying your day and or night. We are here at the Lake Quinault Lodge in Quinault, Washington. We are basically almost to the tip of the state of Washington, and we are staying in this historic lodge here, which is located in the Olympic National Park. So we are coming up for the weekend. We're going to tour the rainforest up here, and then go on a few hikes and see what this place has to offer. Hopefully also try to get some cool photography shots as well. So
yeah, we figured it's raining at home. We tried thinking different areas to go for the weekend. Why not go to a rainforest where it rains all the time? So
right, yeah.
we knew we'd be getting wet.
We're already going to get rained on anyway, so we got all the rain gear packed up, ready to go. So far this place has just been beautiful. We'll show you some shots of it. It's a historic lodge. I think it was built
1926, and it's on the National Register of Historic Places.
Yeah, I think Franklin Roosevelt, Delano Roosevelt was actually even came here and stayed. So they've got a restaurant here named after him, which is pretty neat. In fact, that the president came here and actually designated it a national park. In fact, I don't know, I think they said almost 1 million acres of land is designated as national park and or I think national park.
In Washington.
Yeah.
Between the three, there's 3 of them.
Right. So we'll show you around and let you see what it's all about.
All right, so we decided to sign up for a 4-hour tour going through the rainforest.
A 3-hour tour.
And what better way to tour a rainforest than inside a comfy, cozy shuttle bus?
Yeah, so we'll do a review on this. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nope, it's all good.
Go ahead.
Just that it's going to take us to, it says, like the best spots for taking photographs, and you get to see some of like the world's largest Sitka spruce tree is here. There's a bunch of things like that we'll find out as we go along.
Maybe some waterfalls, and I think they have some Roosevelt elk out here, and just depends on what you can see on different days. And my arm is shaking really bad. But what was the point I was trying to make?
I have no idea because you were trying to interrupt me.
No, wasn't trying to interrupt you. But anyway, so we'll see how this tour ends up going, and then let you know if it's worth your time. You can do a self-guided tour as well, but we figure we might as well use these guys, and that way they can show us all the cool spots, and if it's something we really like, we can just come back to it later.
So the tour is about to start, and it's a private tour. Jason and I are the only ones on it. So, we'll see. We can learn all kinds of stuff.
Okay, hopefully you can find a seat.
Yeah. So now we're just now entering the Olympic National Park, and this place is just spectacular. The trees and the waterfalls and all that are just awesome. All right, so we're back at our room. Just got off of our 3-hour tour. Actually, it was probably about 3 hours because Kim and I were the only 2 on it. It was pretty awesome. I mean, the driver, Paul, was great. Just had wealth of knowledge. So to be able to go on the tour and have somebody walk you through and kind of tell you all about the history and the trees and the moss and all the stuff about the rainforest was really cool. Highly recommend it if you get a chance to come here to definitely do the tour. All right, so Kim and I made a fantastic decision. What we did was we left our awesome, fantastic lodge that had a really good restaurant because we heard about this really good sandwich place up north about an hour away. So we drove an hour north to go to this really cool restaurant sub shop called Subway. This isn't any Subway. This was a Subway inside a Shell station Subway. So we wanted to go to, what's the beach?
Ruby Beach.
So our guide had told us to go to Ruby Beach because there's this really cool haystack there that he said we had to get a photo of. And unfortunately where we're staying, they do have internet connection at times, but it was really shoddy because of the weather. So we had none, so we were winging it. So we thought, oh, we're going to the beach, there's gonna be plenty of restaurants. We were wrong, there was nothing. So we had to go 30 minutes further north to get to that fantastic Subway and the gas station, which was great, still good.
And we're actually in a town, and that's the only place to eat.
So the town that we are in is Forks, Washington. You can see the sign back there. Where did you go?
I was staying out of the way so that you could see the sign.
We're in Forks, Washington.
So are you Team Jacob or Team Edward? So those of you that are familiar with the Twilight series, this is the town of Forks.
I'm Team Jacob, by the way. Actually, I'm Team Nothing. Kim made me watch those movies.
Sure I did.
But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty small little town. When those movies came out, I don't know, it's probably 10 years ago now. Why do you keep disappearing?
Because I don't need to be in there. You're trying to show
I'm not just trying to be, no, I don't need to show that thing, and I don't need to be in there all by myself. Get back over here. Stop trying to get off camera. Anyway, when that movie came out, of course, they had a lot of tourists that used to come up here. I think that's kind of slowed down a little bit now. The town is very small. Definitely not a town that you necessarily want to make a trip to just to see the town. But if you're going to the rainforest, which is where we're heading now, the Quinault Rainforest is about 12 miles away, and that place is spectacular, and we'll show you that. Then we're going to head back down to the beach, see if we can get a shot of that haystack. I don't know, it's a haystack? Rock, sea stack, and then head back to the lodge. So unfortunately, the Quinault Rainforest was closed. They had a bridge washout. Anyway, so we've concluded our time here at Ruby Beach. Not bad. I would imagine in the summertime it's probably really beautiful if you can get a nice sunset. But we're pretty spoiled on the Oregon coast, I think. Not saying that the Washington coast doesn't have a decent beach, but you don't get much access up here, so.
And they don't have sand, they have rocks.
Yeah. If I was gonna travel, especially to do photography, I would definitely hit up the Oregon coast for the Washington coast. Cool thing about Washington coast, it feels more wild, for sure. Whereas Oregon coast is more developed.
Their parking lots only hold like 20, 30 cars.
Yeah.
So there's no way you'll have the amount of people here that what you have on Oregon coast.
Right. Yeah, if you go on the Oregon coast, it's hundreds and hundreds of people, especially in the busy time of year. And there's lots of restaurants, hotels, things like that. Down here, or up here in Washington, they just don't develop it. So, and that's good. They want to try to keep it as wild as they can. Giant bed.
King-size bed. Very nice. Built in 1926 and nestled on the majestic shores of Lake Quinault, underneath a canopy of lush rainforest, sits Lake Quinault Lodge. Open year-round, this rustic lodge is fashioned after Old Faithful Inn and Sun Valley Lodge. The massive brick fireplace and comfortable furnishings contribute to the ambiance of the lodge's grand lobby and charm. Surrounded by hiking trails and waterfalls, the lodge is at the center of one of 4 Olympic rainforests, the Quinault Rainforest. Year-round, rainforest tours are available daily, and we highly recommend it. Guests will enjoy the large indoor heated pool, dry saunas, gift shop, game room, lobby bar, Roosevelt Dining Room, and of course, the groomed grounds and the lake.
These are just giant chess pieces. I'm at the biggest. We're trying to play some chess, and this is what we see. How are you supposed to play chess with giant chess pieces like that?
They can go 2.
Listen, yes, they can go 1 or they can go 2. You get to choose.
Can he go 7?
Nope. Diagonal only.
Well then, okay, bye.
You can only attack me diagonally with a pawn.
Okay.
No, you can't go. This is awesome. Okay, after 5 hours, I think we may finally be getting down to the nitty-gritty. Check. Mate.
Yeah.
Such a happy time for me.
Oh, yeah.
Such a happy time. All right, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, our last day here at the Lake Quinault Lodge. And we are all packed up and ready to go. We're going to go back to some of the places we went on that tour yesterday. Oops. We're going to go back to some of the places we went yesterday on that tour. We didn't get to spend a lot of time there, so I'm going to go do a little bit more hiking, take some more photos. And just wanted to say that this place was fantastic. Probably one of the best places we've ever stayed. So if you ever get a chance, highly recommend the Lake Quinault Lodge. And in the rainforest here. And the cool thing is, in the wintertime, the rates are pretty cheap. We got a one night free.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So look for those winter deals. If you come in the summertime, you're gonna have access to the lake and everything, which is just right behind the lodge, which is pretty awesome. But
Yeah, so they have canoes and kayaks and stuff, so you can play on the lake. They have a swimming hole, designated swimming hole. So.
yeah, rates are gonna be a lot higher. Gonna be a lot more people. Being here this time of the year, we're able to use the lodge every night, go in there and play some games and eat dinner and not have to worry about a long wait or anything like that. So I would recommend the wintertime. If you do come to the rainforest, expect that there's going to be rain. We got pretty lucky. It is raining now, but the tour guide yesterday told us that he gets people from around the country all the time, and they end up staying in the bus because they don't realize it's going to rain. So when you hear rainforest, common sense is going to tell you it's going to rain a lot. So.
And he said we got lucky because it's been raining straight hard for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we had sunshine yesterday for a little bit.
Yep. And today's supposed to be pretty good until about 10 a.m. That's why we're up early. So anyway, we'll show you around, and thanks again for stopping on by. All right, so luckily Kim is driving cautiously because we just came around the corner, and then now look what we got. Oh man, they're coming out of the woodworks. Goodness gracious, where are you guys going? Oh my gosh, there's more of them.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them.
That's a herd. Look at them just staring us down. All right, so we're at a little hike. I think it's like half a mile. As you can see, this place is just cool. I mean, everything's green. I mean, you got every shade of green that you can imagine. Even in the foreground here, you've got all these green plants in the water. Then you've got all these rainforest trees with all of their moss. And what the guide was telling us is for every foot of moss, that is 25 years that it's been alive. And so that tree right there, probably one of the best ones we've seen in this place. I would guess that thing's over 100 plus, maybe 200 years old. So pretty awesome to come through here and see these trees like this. And if you like just green, you're not going to find any more than this. I mean, it's got every single tone of green. That was the Maple Glade Rainforest Trail that we just walked, and it is maybe half a mile, but it's spectacular. It's probably the coolest half-mile hike you'll probably ever hike, especially if you like rainforest and trees and water and mushrooms and whatever else was in there.
Yeah. Moss.
It was moss. Yeah, it was cool. Hopefully some of the photos I take will hopefully do some justice, but it's awesome. Hard to believe we haven't been here before. It's only a 3-hour drive, maybe 3 to 4 hour drive, and we just never thought about it for some reason. But definitely worth coming to. I would take a trip from anywhere in the world to come see this place. You're not going to find anything like it anywhere else. So.
And it's cool that it was actually raining when we were in it. I think it was better today than yesterday.
Yep.
Because you actually had the raindrops hitting the swampy waters in there.
Yeah.
And it made it look really cool. This trail was closed yesterday. We couldn't come down here. I think it was flooded.
I wonder why.
I have no idea.
It doesn't rain here.
Not at all.
All right, welcome to the world's largest spruce tree.
Sitka spruce.
Sitka spruce tree.
In the rain. It is 58 feet 11 inches in circumference, 191 feet tall, and about 1,000 years old.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Average rainfall here is 12 feet a year.
Welcome to the Valley of the Rainforest Giants. The Quinault Valley has 6 champion conifer trees. These trees are recognized by the National Forestry Association as the largest living specimens of their species. If anybody's seen the Hateful Eight, this is like Minnie's haberdashery without all the blood and guts. Instead, it's just a bunch of people going hiking and stuff. Alright, so one of the cool things about staying at this lodge is just right across the street. As you can see, we are now hiking. They have connector trails that basically connect you through, I don't know, at least a few miles of trails.
Yeah.
And they go to different spots. So they got a nature trail that people highly recommend to see a lot of the rainforest. I think it's an interpretive type trail, so they can actually guide you through. At least they have some postings to show you what's what. And then they also have some waterfalls. So we'll take a hike up here, see what we got when it's all said and done. Probably about 2 miles maybe in total. Yeah, see what,
It's a loop trail, so it's not an
loop
outback.
trail? Yeah, so it's a loop trail, which is good. I like those better than out and back. So anyway, see what we find. This is not something you see on a hike every day. So once you thought you'd seen it all, the Quinault Forest just keeps, or rainforest just keeps surprising you. So we're at another waterfall here. And it never hurts when you have a trusty sidekick to help you along the way. So while I'm out scouting, Kim's here holding all the gear for me. I think you look just fine doing that.
Oh, it smells good. Tripod.
I know. Check my back, will you?
You're good.
Son of a...
You just have a bunch of tree goo in
That
your...
sucks so bad.
Here.
Huh. Damn.
Your top of your tripod is all full of tree
I
goo.
wasn't made for squatting, man. Here, see if you can clean that off, though. Can you? I mean, I don't...
I have a towel in this stuff.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
outside pocket.
Yeah, here you go. Wow, that was quite the squat. Not very easy when you got a backpack with a tripod hooked up to it.
Got tree bark all over
So I
you.
basically bit it. Yeah.
It's all over your backpack.
We don't go on any vacation or trip or anything without me eating it at some point.
He's special.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our little trip around the Olympic National Forest. We had a great time, good weekend. Got a lot of ate a lot of good food, had some good drinks, took some good photos, had a good time all around. So hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.